are here on ZubiaLive.net. Hey, good morning. It is wonderful to be here. My name is Shane Schultz. It is Motivated Strength. We are here. We're simulcasting with Facebook Live as well. It is wonderful to have you here. It is a TGIF experience of Motivated Strength. Now, I got to tell you, I am dealing with some things. I'm dealing with a migraine that is also adding to my chronic pain. It's a whole big thing that's going on right now, but we're here today. We're talking about Motivated Strength, TGIF. It is awesome to have you here today. So, what are we going to be talking about? Well, let's talk about ZubiaLive.net. First of all, I want everybody to understand ZubiaLive.net. This is for my Facebook friends over here. ZubiaLive.net is meant to help you. It is all about health and wellness. My good friend Michael McLeod, he got in touch with me. I got in touch with him. We started talking about a number of things, and we realized that we definitely could help out one another. Motivated Strength, Speaking to the Heart Radio Network, Arisen Strength, all the shows that we do, and also ZubiaLive.net. And I'll tell you why it is that I chose ZubiaLive.net. Zubia Live is all about health and wellness. And when I talk to Michael, he knows what people are going through because he's dealt with it in his own family. The people who are dealing with Zubia Live have dealt with what it is that a lot of people that my audience have done. They've gone through a lot of different things. Hey, it is wonderful to have you here living healthy. It's wonderful to be here. It is a Motivated Strength, TGIF. Hey, welcome. So anyways, what we're doing here is that we're trying to get some awareness out. Now, the idea of Zubia Live means that it's now. It's not before. How many times have you gone onto the internet to find out about what the heck it is that you're dealing with, why it is that you have pain, why it is that you have some sort of ailment that's going on? Why do you have brain fog? What in the world is going on for the things that you are going through? And then you go there and it's something from 2010 or it's something from 2014. What does that do for you? Is that to say that that there's not been any improvement whatsoever? Is that to say that there's not been any thought of things to change or to try differently? No, of course not. Science is out there and they are working their rear off in order to try to find things. Now, I know that that's a big thing. People don't want to talk about it, but it's a fact. There are doctors out there. There are scientists out there that are trying to help. And to have the best information is now, right now. If you're dealing with chronic pain today, what the heck do you want to know about 2010 for? I don't. Migraines are horrible. You are not kidding. Thank you so very much. Living healthy. I appreciate you very much. This is the thing. You want current information. That's what Zubia Live is all about. It's about health and wellness in the current day. It's about talking about things that are now. It's talking to doctors. It's talking to therapists. It's talking to, health and wellness people that can make a difference in your life. Just like we are doing here. Motivated Strength is today. It's not 2010. It's not 2005. I wasn't even thinking about it in 2010. It is now. This is why we're talking about Zubia Live so much. Zubia Live is all about getting the information to you of what is today, and that is important in a big, big way. Motivated Strength is a wonderful thing to talk about for me because I always needed motivation to help me get to where it is that I wanted to be. Just like today. Today, I'm not feeling my best, but because of the motivation, you could see when I started, I was slow. When I get going, I am now in a different frame of mind. I'm up another level. It may not be to my optimal, but it is up another level. That's what we're trying to do for you. Let me tell you something. Here's the thing. You are amazing. We already talked about that. We talked about that yesterday, or not yesterday, but Thursday. We're going to be doing this show every weekday, Monday through Friday. We're going to be doing it for you because you can do more than what it is that you're already doing. Whether it be your doctor appointments, whether it be daily activities. Let's talk about daily activities. Here's something I'm going to confess. My room it looks like the 4th of July blew up in it. I'm not kidding you. But I own a radio network. I do many different podcasts. I do a lot of different things in regards to editing, and whether it be audio and video. I do a number of different things. I set up different networks and everything like that. I can do that, right? I can do that. My room, I'll tell you what, I'm having a difficult time. I mean, I'm trying to like even break it up into little quadrants and say, all right, I'm going to do this quarter and I'm going to do that quarter the next day, or whatever the case may be. Motivated strength. Motivated strength can get you to do something. A friend of mine just said, hey, look, just pick up one thing at a time, and you can make it to the point as to where things are better. So I did do a couple things, and I did that, and it got me going a little bit. Living healthy, I have the energy because it is a purpose. It's a purpose for me to help people who are dealing with illness or pain, whether it be medically or mentally, because I've been there. We're going to be talking about that in just a little bit. Like I said, you may not be able to do some things. You may not be able to do the vacuuming on the floor. You may not be able to do the dishes every single day. I get it. I've been there. I know. But you can do one thing. You can do just one thing, and it might lead you to maybe 2 or 3 things. It might not, but let's dedicate ourselves to doing that one thing. Let's dedicate ourselves to making a difference in your life. It makes a difference to have that within you, because it gives you, it's like a bullet inside the gunslinger's gun. You know what I mean? It's like it gives you a bullet to actually have a chance. That's what we're doing here. Is we're talking about getting a chance in order to make our day the best way that we can. Start your day in a motivated way. When you do that, then you can come in and you can rock it. You can rock it for a while. You may not be able to rock it all day long, but you can rock it in the beginning and get things rolling. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get things rolling for you. We're trying to get things to the point as to where, hey, you know what? You are amazing, and stay that way as much as you can. I mean, Living Healthy is here today to hear about motivation to get him going or get them going. Ed, it's great to see you. I'm telling you, it's managing expectations help. There's no doubt about it. The thing is that what you want to do is that you want to be managing your expectations. You want to make sure that you have it written down. I know that this sounds really simple. I know it sounds, to some, it seems naive, but really, seriously, if you write something down, it goes into your primal head to where it's like all of a sudden you know what it is that you want to do. It's like goal setting. Goal setting is, I used to be terrible at goal setting, and which is crazy because I watched personal development all throughout my life. I thought I had goal setting all the way down. But goal setting is so very important when we're talking about what we're trying to get done. I mean, here it is. We're on a Friday, right? What the heck are you guys going to be doing on a Saturday? Mention what it is that you guys are going to be doing this weekend, either on Zubia Live or on Facebook Live. Because if you're sitting there and you say, oh, I'm going to be doing this, or I'm going to be doing that, that's all wonderful. But then you come into where you're feeling what it is that you're feeling and thinking, and then all of a sudden your thinking starts convincing you to, nah, I don't really need to do that. You know, what you want to do is you want to take specific steps. You want to take ways to get to that goal. What I used to do is I used to go from A to G, right? And I used to get like from A, B, C, D, you know, I used to get to E even, right? And then for whatever reason, I couldn't get to G. I couldn't get there. I couldn't get to where it is where that my goal was. I had it envisioned, right? That's what they say. Vision what it is that you're trying to convince yourself to get to. I did that. I visioned G, right? I visioned G. I had no idea about anything before G. And then when I didn't reach G, it was like, man, I just went all the way down to the back. I failed. I didn't get anything done. I didn't complete what it is that I wanted to do. What you need to do, I got to A to E. That's a big accomplishment for some people. I mean, including me. I mean, A to E, that's quite a few steps there. that I've actually achieved. And now I'm not sitting there rewarding it. I mean, TGIF is all about reward, isn't it? I mean, for those of you who are still working and doing what it is that you can, even though that you're dealing with chronic illness, chronic pain, or mental illness, I mean, it's a reward to get to TGIF. It's a reward to get to Friday because you have accomplished something. You went through Monday, you went through Tuesday, you went through Wednesday, and you went through Thursday, and now it's Friday. Finish it off. If you're working, don't give up. Don't get slack. Get to that end. You can do it. You're doing awesome. Same thing with those people who are at home. Wayne the Hack Hacker, he's my buddy. He's my co-host on Arisen Strength, the motivational podcast. I love you, buddy. We are going to be bringing Arisen Strength back next Sunday, not this Sunday, next Sunday. We are ready to rock and roll again. We had a little bit of a break, and now it's time to get back to work. But what we're trying to do is that we're trying to get there because we used our goal setting. We know what it is that we want to do. We scheduled things so that we could say, all right, we're going to get this far, and then we're going to go here. This is where we want to be. This is what we can do. Sometimes you can take a break. Sometimes you have to take a break, especially when you're dealing with chronic pain, chronic illness, even mental illness. Sometimes you have to schedule a break in order to get there. Living Healthy and Ed, I'm telling you right now, I love you because you're sitting there and you're listening to what we're doing here. It's a new show. And yet you're here at 8 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes that's not altogether easy. Yes, there are people out there who get up a lot earlier than 8 a.m. I only get about 4 hours sleep a day. But the thing is that when you can sit there and you can dedicate yourself to doing something like that, like you're dedicating to your goal. What are you doing on Saturday? Again, say what it is that you're going to be doing on Saturday on Zubia Live or on Facebook Live. Saturday is a big, big day, right? Because all of a sudden Sunday, we're thinking about Monday again. But here's the thing. Those people that are dealing with chronic pain, chronic illness, as far as they know, it's a day that ends with Y. You know, I mean, it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference because they wake up to the same thing. They wake up to what it is that they're doing. That's the way that they feel. What Motivated Strength is going to do is it's going to bring you to your optimal level, and you're going to realize that, hey, you may not be as bad as what you think you are. You may not be to the points where you can't get anything done. You might be able to get something done. You might be able to get things to the points where you want them. You might be able to get one thing, and that is an accomplishment. I'm not talking about 10 things. You don't have to think about 10 things to do. One thing is enough in order to be an accomplishment, and that needs to be rewarded. We talk about it on Arisen Strength, don't we, Wayne? We talk about on Arisen Strength Motivational Podcast. We do our pillars and our foundations. The third pillar of our show is celebration. Celebrate what it is that you have accomplished. Make a difference for yourself. Celebrate the fact that, hey, you did that one thing. Now, I'm not talking about anything specific or grandiose or anything like that. If it means like getting a little bit of ice cream, or might mean, hey, you know, it's like I'm going to take some time to myself to call somebody or call a good friend, or it might be somebody in order to, like, I don't know, watch a TV show that you want to watch a movie that you want to watch. It's whatever it is, celebrate that reward. Make that something that makes a difference to you. When I sat there, and I'm telling you, I only moved a few things out of my room to where it is that I'm like, okay, here's a path. I can do this. I got some ice cream, mint chocolate chip. Anybody like mint chocolate chip here? Okay. So it's like, that's what I did. I celebrated it. I ritualized it. I made it a reward for what it is that I do. Now, some people are going to say, come on, aren't you expected to do these things? I mean, any average person can sit there. You're just lazy. No, I'm not. I'm not lazy. I promise you. Anybody who knows me, I am up and I am doing things on an every hour basis. I am there, sitting there doing things, whether it be for the radio network, whether it be doing editing, whether it be doing promoting, whether it be doing shows like this with Motivated Strength. I'm sitting there doing all these things, but then I can't get things done with what is in my own household. But it's not because I can't do it. It's because I just can't feel it. I don't feel it. I got to get that energy to be able to do something. So instead of thinking, oh, I'm going to clean the whole room, which, like I said, it looks like the 4th of July in here. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to move things every once in a while. Every time that I move around, something's going to be going out. Hopefully by the end of the weekend, it's going to make a difference. I do make lists in order to keep myself organized. Living Healthy has a great, great idea. It's like I said, we started this in the beginning of the show. Make a list. Make something that's going to keep you accountable to what it is that you're doing. I mean, you're sitting there and if you got a desk that has a whole bunch of papers on it, and then you've got the rest of your room over there, just do the desk. Put that on your list. All right, clean my desk or clean the corner of the desk. Whatever it takes, just do what it takes in order to make a difference for you. That's what we're trying to do. TGIF, it is Friday. It is time to think about what it is that you can celebrate for the week, right? We're at the end of the week. So we're going to celebrate it. We're going to get into TGIF. We're going to say, okay, it's Saturday. Man, I'm telling you, motivation is more than just screaming into the telephone or screaming onto the microphone or screaming into the camera. Motivation is also inspirational stories. It's things that you can relate to, identify with. Hey, Maria, I'm telling you, you are doing awesome. It is awesome for you to be here. It is, on the show. What I was saying is that motivated strength is not just going to be screaming into the telephone. It's not just going to be screaming into the camera. I'm going to be talking about things that you can identify with. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you to identify with me so as to be able to get you to make a difference in your life. Start your day in a positive way. It's not necessarily in a screaming way. It's not necessarily in like a grandiose way. It's just in a way that you can make a difference for you. That's what we're trying to do here, okay? I mean, there's a story that I'm going to tell real briefly. And that was that a man fell in a hole. Now, I'm sure that plenty of you have heard this story. There's a lot of different versions. But a man fell in a hole. And next thing you know, a friend of his comes around. Now, he could not get out of this hole. He could not, for whatever reason. I mean, he had the potential to, but he just couldn't get out of it. It wasn't all that deep of a hole. He just couldn't get out of it. His friend comes along. He says, hey, buddy, can you help me get the heck out of this hole? Well, first of all, his friend laughed at him a little bit and said, what are you doing down there? He says, I fell down. I don't know what the heck happened. He goes, okay, I'll make sure. I'll be right back. And I got to do something. I'll be right back. That's his friend, right? First he laughs at him, then he goes down, right? And now he's going probably to the bar to tell everybody, hey, look, this guy fell into the hole. We got to laugh at him every once in a while. Next thing you know, you got somebody coming over. It's a coworker. Hey, hey, can you help me out? Help me out of this hole. I for whatever reason, I can't get out of it. Can you help me out of it? Person comes around and says, I'll tell you what, I'll be right back. I gotta get a ladder so as to be able to help you. Okay, great. Some time goes by. The friend hasn't come back. The coworker hasn't come back. It's dark out now. So now what do? I mean, what am I going to do? I can't get out of this damn hole. Okay, so next thing you know, the pastor comes by. Pastor comes by and he says, what the heck are you doing in the hole? He says, Father, I just fell into the hole. I don't know how to get out. I don't know what to do. The pastor goes, okay, here, say a prayer, and I'm going to go get some help with some of the people from the church. Okay, great. So it's like you're sitting there. Now you're waiting for your friend. Now you're waiting for your coworker. Now you're waiting for, the pastor. I mean, you've got everybody involved in this. You must be embarrassed out of your mind. Everybody thinks that you're lazy. Everybody thinks that you are just, you're off the hook. I mean, what the heck happened to you? Why can't you get out of a simple hole like this? All of a sudden, he sees a guy. He goes, man, he says, I don't know who you are. I don't know what it is that you do. But if you could help me out of this hole, that would be really great. And you know what? The guy just looked over. He didn't even expect this man in order to be able to help him. And then all of a sudden he feels some noise. He feels like something's behind him. And he turns around and there's the man. And he says, What the heck did you do that for? Now we're both in the hole that we can't get out of. I mean, why in the world would you do that? And the man says to him, because I know the way out. That's what motivated strength is all about. I know the way out. I know how to get up, even though you're dealing with what it is that you're dealing with. I know what it is that you're feeling. I know what it is that you're thinking. Whether it be medically or mentally, I can help you. Motivated strength can make a difference in your world. I promise you, it is going to do that. On weekdays, Monday through Friday. Listen, all next week, we are going to be doing something special. We are going to get people to zubialive.net. We've got a real special thing that we're going to be talking about. So you want to make sure to get to zubialive.net, register. It's for free. You do that on Monday because we've got something special that's going to be going on all week long. It's going to make a difference. I promise you. Motivated Strength. Have a great weekend. We're going to see you next Monday or this Monday coming up. And I promise you, we're going to make a difference. Start your day in a positive way. Rock it. You can do it. We'll talk to you then.